day 26 of my 31-day challenge. And the question was, who inspires you the most? Well, I get inspired daily by different people and different aspects of different people. I get inspired by my children. I get inspired by my grandchildren. Just basically waking up in the morning and, knowing that I woke up, like knowing that my life is blessed. I'm blessed because I could have been dead a long time ago. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm inspired simply by life itself to get out of bed and to achieve what I need to achieve and to keep my body healthy. And I don't want to sound like some big old preacher because I'm not. And I'm not shooting you to crap. It's the truth. I'm inspired every day. I'm inspired by something different. The biggest person or people that I am inspired by are my children. My children have a resilience, a determination, perseverance. They are tough. They are tough to the core. I have 3 kids, and every one of my kids inspires me in different ways. Mentally, encourages me to be the best that I can be, encourages me to be healthy. I have a child that at one point was heavy into the natural healing. Oh goodness, I'll tell you. And they were always coming home in their teens, late teens, and telling me something new. And always excited about life. They were always excited about life as they were growing up. They would get excited about sports and about trips that they were taking and things they were learning and the people they were meeting, the new people. And we moved a lot. So my kids' resilience, it shone through. They were tough. And we didn't have an easy go of it. It was hard financially. I was a single mom. It was very, very hard. And I had to move where the jobs were, and I had to move. And most of the contracts I got were short term. They were short term. It was hard to get in the 70s and, well, I should say 80s. In the 80s, it was hard to get a solid contract. It really was. So they moved a lot. And but they persevered. They were determined. And they made friends. They learned new skills. And they achieved a lot. I have 3 highly beautiful, intelligent children. To me, everybody thinks their kids are intelligent, and everybody thinks their kids are beautiful, and the most beautiful, right? And that's our right as parents. But I'm telling you, my kids, as many kids I've seen nowadays, are very determined, and they persevere, and they know the value of education. And my kids were like that. And they went to school, and they went to higher education, and they thrived. There were some bouts of insecurity because we were going through a rough time financially as a family and individually. Most of the college students and university students nowadays, they have to watch their pocketbooks, and so they did. They budgeted their money, and they survived. And they went to higher education, and all of my children have traveled. Yeah, all my children have left the fold and traveled. I have a child that traveled in Europe. I have a child that traveled in, actually I have 2 children that traveled in Europe because the countries they went to are in Europe. And I have never left my country. I have traveled across my country and into I shouldn't say I have never left my country. I've traveled through Canada and United States, but I never made it to Europe. I always wanted to, but I never did. That was never an option for me. But my children have. My children have. My one child has traveled across Canada, every single solitary province, which is something that I did when I was in my late teens into my early 20s. I have 2 children, like I said, that have traveled through Europe. So, coming from a low-income family, a single parent who was struggling, and, basically the other side of the tracks, okay? I think my children have done well. I think they've done well. I'm very proud of them. And they inspire me every single day to get up, to be the best that I could be. Because if they could do it with the trials that they have gone through in their young lives, and they witnessed me go through a lot of trauma, and they still held tight to their values and their ethics, and that is a massive achievement. When I think about it, it makes me want to cry, but I'm not gonna, because just not gonna. But yeah, so they are a daily inspiration to me. My grandchildren, I have 3 grandchildren. They were strong and resilient. Yeah, they were strong and resilient, and that I give them such credit for. You have no idea. So, also, there are a few women that I admire. I admire Jessica from Roots and Refuge Farm. She's been the root. She's raised 6 boys. 6. I raised 1 and I thought, oh my God. Well, yeah, so she raised 6 of them. Raising 6 of them, I should say. So I give, she's almost like an idol to me. So I watch her, and they have a farm and a business. They have a coffee business that she created. She designed, I believe, her and her husband. And 6 boys, can you believe it? And they are thriving, they're healthy, they're vibrant, they're energetic. You always hear them laughing and playing on the farm. They have been given a good, solid foundation, and that's what our children need, and that's what they got. And so, yeah, I look up to her. I'm inspired by her. Yeah. One other girl actually there's 2 other ones, okay? So there's Jill from Whispering Willow Farms, another channel that I watch on YouTube, and she went through a health issue a period ago, and then ended up getting pregnant, and she had a son just recently. But she went through her illness, and she was holistic. She had a natural home birth. Now, I wish that in my time that I could have done that. I wish I could have done that. Oh, how I wish. You have no idea. But I wasn't able to. I had health complications during my pregnancies, and so I wasn't able to do that. It was too much of a danger. But I watched her on the video she made of her home birth, and talk about strength. You talk about strength. All natural. Everything was natural. So absolutely love the girl. She farms. She has a flower garden that she sells her flowers, things like that. She is so creative in her aspect of supporting her family financially and emotionally, and giving them opportunities to learn new things. The same as Jessica. Jessica does the same thing on Roots and Refuge. They're 2 women of the same course. They're cut from the same cloth, okay? And those are the type of women that I look up to. I absolutely am enthralled by those 2 channels. There's another one called Bohemian Wonders, Elise Bush, I believe it is, and she's a young woman, very young, in her early 20s, I think. I'm not really sure, but she's young, and she has developed a business selling clothes that are like the hippie style, and she'll go to a thrift store and take clothes and actually bring them home, wash them, clean them up, and sell them. She'll put clothes together and create an outfit out of it. And her home decor is bohemian. Now, when I turned 60, actually it was in my 50s. When I turned in my 50s, I think it was about 55, I started to get this yen to kind of be like back in my day, when we had the hippie period, and the bell-bottom pants and the baggy clothes. And actually what I'm wearing today is a pair of baggy coveralls, and I have 6 of them. So it's that bohemian type of style, right? So a period of time my hair was shorter. I'm gonna see what it looks like long, but yeah, it's that hippie era coming back in my mind, right? So she's got that style, home style, clothes style, the whole bit. And so, yeah, she's an inspiration to me. I see an outfit that she wears, and I think, okay, I can do that. So I have gone down to the thrift store, and I have looked at the clothes and put things together. And you know what? I don't want to be a manufactured product. I don't want to be someone who follows into this perfect tailored individual. I want to be. What does Jessica say from Roots and Refuge? She says, let her be wild or something like that. Forever wild. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, so that's kind of an inspiration from Elise Bush, that she has this wild spirit, this untamed spirit, okay? And as Jessica does, and I do believe that Jill from Whispering Willow Farms has it. So these three women, they have something in common. And it just pulls me to them. It draws me to them. I don't want to be tailor-made. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be me. I want to be unkempt. I want to not unkempt. I want to be untamed. I want to be untamed, and I want to be me, my spirit. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing it now in my 60s, because when I was in my 20s, I was raising children and I was struggling and I wasn't able to enjoy that part of my personality or of my nature. But now I am. I would love to plant a garden. I usually plant it on my patio. I would love to have a little plot of land where I could actually plant a garden, throw up a little cabin, and just live my life out, the rest of the life that I have left, if the good Lord lets me, to enjoy it, just to be one with nature and to listen to the birds and the animals and see the stars. Just be me. Just be me and untamed. So those are the three women and the three individuals that I admire. Now, this is kind of weird because I have 3 children, 3 grandchildren, and 3 women who are at the top of my list that I admire. Yeah, so 333 kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? So I shall see you on the next video. The good Lord be willing. Bye-bye.